The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Hancock-Whitney Stadium in Mobile, home to the South Alabama Jaguars. As we'll see, the winners of 9 straight, the Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the South Alabama Jaguars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns offense has the ball first today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn.
Oh, he's got some space. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. All right, guys, let's talk Ragin' Cajuns. For a lot of schools facing the hill they climb, you have to work the portal. But don't sleep on the high school recruiting either, David. They got a good 3-star running back just this past week.
Yeah, and you create some excitement, you create some momentum. These are the kind of guys that, man, they come in right away. They got a chance to play. Like, you're telling them the future's going to be bright. We're trying to build something special. We just need you.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ragin' Cajuns are flying down the field. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Zings it complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. And the Ragin' Cajuns line it up with a 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Cajuns. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
So South Alabama's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was 2 big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Makes a nice grab at the 25. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. wants to throw on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Raging Cajuns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. It's complete to the right. Turning it on. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On target over the middle. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. And the Raging Cajuns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it on first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Go straight ahead. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns.
Bringing the extra beef. It's goal line. I know what I'm going to get. I know what I'm going to do. We're going to be bigger, stronger at the point of attack and push you around. And then the running back does the rest and finds the end zone.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Kansas was able to cap off a close one in Lawrence with a narrow victory, and that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Snags it over the middle.
This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Finding open areas. And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at second and short, second and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to him.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Catch in the middle. It's awesome. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
That's going to do it for the quarter, guys. Louisiana has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the play fake on first down. Right on the money.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. It'll be a draw. Fighting off the defender. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to...
Max going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Alabama.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And he's going to try to return this one. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Finds the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. After that last completion, it's second down. They'll go to the ground. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get to third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. And an explosive play gets this offense working. He now has 72 yards rushing in this game, and what a year he's had, getting closer and closer to 1,800 for the season. Under fire. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Raging Cajuns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Raging Cajuns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Give to the single back. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. And the Raging Cajuns didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Got his man on the right. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He'll throw on 3rd down. Touchdown, Louisiana! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Akbar. And the returner goes down. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. And that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And a nice job slipping in the screen. Like, you got to know the situation when those pass rushers, Palmer, are going to come upfield and those situations when you can take advantage of the defense.
Yeah, I would love a David Pollock just running at me free and then finding a way to negotiate the throw around a guy that just knew he was going to be getting a sack. That feels so good. Complete the screen and keep the drive alive.
This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cajuns. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. They're setting up the screen. Nice move to keep running. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Jaguars moving quickly to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he drops to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Jaguars will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He now has 115 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Quickly out to the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a first down, and they've got to show this urgency. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
35, South Alabama, 7.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll give it to the back. Makes a man miss. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Mobile, but let's just go with notable. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Jaguars are moving quickly down the field. Handoff from the gun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Leaves it with the back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got rid of it just in time. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. The Jaguars send out the punt unit. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to... And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Raging Cajuns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. And the Raging Cajuns will try to pin them back with the punt. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Finds his tight end.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Back to pass on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Can't make the grab on third down, and that is a rare drop for this guy. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Keeps it on the bootleg. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great, and this quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Flips it out on the screen. Breaks into the open. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
The Raging Cajuns line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. Going for the marker on the ground. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Raging Cajuns kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll run the toss. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. They go to the ground. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the gun, the ground game. Picks his way ahead, pickup of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, he'll throw it. Escapes trouble. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. motion from the wide receiver. They'll leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Jaguars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Give to the big fullback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Conrad. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Jaguars are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. He wants to take the top off. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. The give to the tailback. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Louisiana. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Jaguars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Jaguars come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the running back. Breaks the tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. It's complete on the right side. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. The Jaguars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars!
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. And they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Tight end now in motion. Running back searching for a hole. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. The Raging Cajuns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. And he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add them.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat face, ball game over.